Hello students, this is K.M. Baraprasad, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, DBSIT, KAVALI. Today we are discussing the new subject, that is design thinking. It is the second BTech first semester Computer Science and Engineering as well as Information Technology. Now coming to the design thinking here, we are in the Unit 1. And the Unit 1 contains what is a design and how the product is designed and how the product is implemented, etc. We are going to discuss. Now coming to the next slide here. This is the Introduction to Design, Lecture 1 of Unit 1. Now coming to the design, these are the topics available in this first unit. Introduction to design, characteristics of successful product development process, identification of opportunities, product planning, innovation in product development. Now coming to the first topic here is Introduction to Design. Now coming to the what is a design? A design is a plan or specification for the construction of an object or system or for the implementation of an activity or process or the result of that plan or specification in the form of a prototype, product or process. Now, design plays a major role or crucial role in any development, any product development. If you want to develop any software product or a hardware product or some set of civil engineering products like building, constructing the building, and then road planning or some making of the factories like sugar factories or different types of factories. Design plays a major role in any type of processing or product development. Now coming to the verb to design expresses the process of developing a design. How we are developing a design, it can express. Now coming to the design, verb of a design. Now here the design usually has to satisfy certain goals and constraints by take into account functional, economic or socio-political considerations and is expected to interact with a certain environment. Here basically the design process or the design can satisfy some set of goals. These goals are completely based on the functional activities and then economic activities, socio-political considerations, and what type of environment we are using. These products are these designing. Now coming to the designer here. So here we are taking some set of examples are there. Architectural blueprints. Some blueprints were going to be ready for the purpose of architecture. Now coming to the engineering drawings, some set of engineering drawings are there. By using those engineering drawings, some products are going to be developed. And business processes, some business processes are also having some set of design. Now from where we are going to, which product is moving from one route to the another route, etc. Now this is about the business processes. Now coming to the circuit diagrams, some electrical and electronic circuit diagrams are also there. Those are also having some set of designing process. Now coming to the sieving patterns, some set of patterns are there. Those patterns are designed based on some sarees or some different types of jewelries, etc. Now these are also the examples of the design or designing process. Architectural blueprints are there, engineering drawings are there, business processes, circuit diagrams, sieving patterns, etc. Now coming to the designer here, coming to the designer, the person who produces a design is called as a designer. Now here the designer is the person who produces all the designing things, which is a team generally used for people who work professionally in one of the various design areas. There are textile designers are there, fashion designers are there, product designers, concept designers, some web designers or interior designers, but also others such as architects and engineers. Now these are all basically the duty of the engineer or the duty of the designer or architect is to design a thing and to design a product. Now any type of product, it is a software product, a hardware product, or the product based on any engineering, whether it is civil engineering, mechanical engineering, or automobile engineering, or any chemical engineering, etc. A designer's sequence of activities is called a design process. The designer sequence of activities like developing, analyzing, designing, implementation, what type of sequence they are going to implement. These are called as the some set of activities are there. This is called as a design process. Possibly using design methods. Some set of design methods are there by using those design methods. The process of creating a design can be a brief or some quick or some basically some sketch etc. or lengthy and complicated involving considerable research. It can involve some research, negotiation, reflection, modeling, interactive adjustment and redesign. Now these are the things were going to be implemented, whether it is a very short process or it is a lengthy process. All the things like negotiations are there, reflections are there, modeling is some sort of modeling we are using, etc. Now these are the things which adopted by the designers. Now coming to the next topic here is characteristics of successful product development. Successful product development. How the product is very successful. Product development is very successful. Here are some characteristics are there for the design of the successful product, for the development of successful product. On several product development projects, there are some common characteristics of successful projects that can be implemented to increase the likelihood of success in future projects. Now here already some set of projects we are having, those are maintained or those are used some different types of characteristics. Those are prepared some set of characteristics. In those characteristics we are using some set of characteristics. Those characteristics can improve the success rate in the future projects also. If you adopt those characteristics can improve the success rate, whether in the money point of view or in the time point of view, etc. Now coming to this one, here comes to the failed projects. Some projects are failed, some projects are getting money, or some projects are getting the fame, etc. Some failed projects are also available. Failed projects, on the other hand, often fail because they did not possess these characteristics. Here we are discussing some set of characteristics. If you are not implementing, or if you are not having, or if you are not planning to perform all these characteristics, those projects can be failed. Now this is about the failed projects in terms of failed projects. Coming to the characteristics of successful product continuation, these are the 10 characteristic features which are adopted for the development of the successful products. Here the first one is an active product owner. An active product owner. Here in software point of view, we are taking as the name client. Now for the purpose of a client, we are developing software products. Now active participation of the owner can provide or can give a better product, a very good quality of product, very good quality products. Now If the owner is passive, the teamwork cannot succeed, or the involvement of the staff or involvement of the members, etc., cannot succeed. Now, it is very common thing or a very effective one if the owner is active in all areas, starting from the analysis stage to the final product delivery stage. Now, coming to the second one is reliable teams. Here, any product development, that is a software product or hardware product or anything, some teamwork is there. Some team is using or some team is maintaining, some teamwork we are performing. For those teamwork, the team must be very reliable. That means the team must have some experience in working those projects. That experienced team only can give or can provide better results in terms of product development. The reliable teams or experienced teams are very important for the successful product development. Now, coming to the clear objectives. Now here, before going to develop a product, some objectives should be chosen. Those objectives should be clear, very clear. Apart from those clear objectives, the people can work based on those objectives. And then finally, the people which are performed those products or performed those products development should be compared with the outcomes also. The outcomes are clear based on the objectives or not. Now, clear objectives should be there before starting the development of the project or before implementation of the product. Now, coming to the avoiding novelty. Here is, if the product is started or if the project is started in the development, every stage the novelty should not work. The new things are like everyday new things or every week new things does not work. Now, if you provide the novelty initially or after some phase only, the novelty can work. Now, here is the novelty. Maybe the novelty is avoided in terms of the phases or in the middle of the project work or product development. Now, that is about the fourth one, avoiding novelty. Now, coming to the fifth one here is a product roadmap. Now, here is for anything, for any smaller projects or smaller products or larger project like some years together, the roadmap is very important. Now, you have to set the roadmap. Based on the roadmap only, you have to compare everything. Now, our product, our project are in the roadmap only. If it is a deviating, what is the cause of the deviation? What is the problems or what is the pitfall of the deviation? You have to check. Every product is having the proper roadmap. That roadmap is very important for the purpose of the successful product developments. Now, coming to the solid research. Now, here you have to perform the research, the very good, which areas it is very useful, in which areas it is powerful, in which areas it can get maximum amounts of information or benefits. Now, those can be very effective to perform the solid research based on the product before starting or in the middle of the stages. Now, solid research also very important. Now, coming to the thorough testing. This is very useful before delivering different types of testing mechanisms we are using. Thorough testing must be required to use or to deliver the product to the some people are very good thing, etc. Now, thorough testing is also very important characteristic property. Now, coming to the focused approach. Here, if any company or if any people or any combination of the people or any team, carefully, the focused approach should be there. How to focus every phase or every internal or every hour, etc. Now, based on the high focused work only, we will get the successful projects or successful products. Now, coming to the timeline here. What is actually the timeline here is, now we have to set the boundaries or short-term projects or short-term intermediate product or something that every day or every week or every month we are going within the timeline or not. If you are not going within the timeline or if you are deviating from that some set of timeline, just you have to check we are in the timeline or not. Now coming to the 10th and last point here is adaptable and flexible. Now the developing products should be highly adaptable to the minor changes or major changes. Now it should be general only. It should not be specific to one area or one environment or something. You have to develop every product based on the general thing. It should be adapted to the any situation or it should be adapted to the any temperature like that. Now this is about the adaptable and flexible. Now these are the characteristics we are using for the successful product development. Now these are the 10 characteristics. If you are not implementing or if you are not choosing these characteristics, those projects or those product development should be failed. Now these are the successful characteristics of the successful product development characteristics. Now coming to the product development process. Here, this is the third concept, product development process. How the product is developed, what process we are using to develop the product. Now here is different types of processors are there, different types of things are there based on the type of product we are producing or based on the different process or based on the product, it is a software, hardware or something. Now these are the general concepts we are taking here. Those general concepts are applied to the any type of product. Now coming to the first one, concept or ideation. Concept or ideation. Now if you going to develop any product, now you have to require or you have to know the concept of the product, the clear cut concept or the ideation. Some idea should be there. Based on that idea or thinking, you have to develop the product. Now coming to this one, this is the concept and ideation stage during which a product's functional and performance requirements can be defined along with buyer persons or the voice of the customer requirements and innovative functionality design ideas are floated and explored freely to find compelling potential solutions that answer an unidentified market need. Here, concept and ideation is very important. You have to select the buyer or you have to select what type of environment it is suitable, the product is suitable, and what type of customers we are targeting. Now these are very attractive and very useful things for the concept and ideation. This is the initial and the first point of the development process. In this process, we are identifying the buyer persons and we are identifying the voice of the customers for the purpose of product development. Now coming to the second point here is feasibility study and design planning. Here, after getting the requirements, what type of customers we are taking, they require some product, and after getting the people, after collecting all the information from the area or particular some set of people, this is the second one, feasibility study and design planning. We have to study carefully. This is feasible for that environment, or this is feasible for that people, or this is feasible for the temperature, etc. The feasibility phase gives management an opportunity to evaluate a project's potential success, whether it is successful or not, reviewing and refining the business case from various angles. Now, The business cases or potentials are checked depends on various angles from the perspective of the customers, from the perspective of the strength and perspective of the buyers, and then what type of people are living in that area, etc. During this phase, the project team reviews product design concepts. Now, the product design concepts are reviewed in this stage. They then select the design that best fulfills the previously defined user requirements. Already we designed some requirements in the first one. These are fulfilled or not. Now, the detailed exhaustive project requirements are assembled that will guide the design and development stage. Here is in this one, in this feasibility and design planning stage, after getting all the requirements, those are analyzed carefully in terms of business point of view, in terms of behavioral point of view, or these are the detailed paperwork is prepared based on the requirements we gathered from the first stage. Now coming to the next one here, the third one, design and development. This is the phase we are in, how we are designing, etc. In this phase, formal engineering specifications are created. Formal engineering specification. Now we are also in the design phase. This is the topic here. We discuss design thinking. In this design, we are in the design thinking. Now this is very valuable topic for adaptability of this subject. Verification and validation plans are developed for the future. Now, already in the software engineering, we are discussing what is verification, what is validation, etc. Now, how we are developing the right products or product rights. Now, this is about the verification and validation. These are the final quality checks that will systematically determine that all agreed deliverables are present and working in the end product. All agreed deliverables are working in the end product or not. All you agreed some of the deliverables. Now, those are available in the end product or not. Those to be checked. The product is then developed against the designs. Now, the product is developed against the designs. What designing is performed in those point of view, the products are developed based on the designs, with the regular checks made throughout the process to assess and mitigate the risk of its failure for the end user and the product itself. Now, it is regular checks are there, regular testing is there, proper testing is there, thorough testing is there, everything is performed based on the in this stage. Now, it is performed to give a very good product or that is not failure in any customer end user stage or in the customer stage or in the team people. Now coming to the fourth one here is testing and verification. Now this is already very important stage of any product development. This is about the testing and verification. Now here comprehensive testing of the final product takes place to evaluate the robustness or strongness of the design and its ability to meet customer and performance requirements. Now this is very important phase. In this phase we are performing testing and also we are performing the verification. Now already we are developing the right product or not. Verification takes place against the design requirements identified in stage 2. Already in the stage 2 we analyzed the feasibility study we are taking, etc. For that purpose we are taking the stage 2. Now coming to the fifth one, validation and collateral production. Now validation already we discussed in the software engineering, etc. Collateral production is there for the purpose of getting the loan or etc., getting some money from the banks or something. We are providing some security, that is some lands we are providing, some sites where some site papers we are providing, etc. Here it is also, here comes to the first one, Validation takes place against the customer needs that have been identified at the ideation stage. That is validation. We are identified something, we are preparing the same thing or not. That is validated. Now coming to the collateral is finalized and prepared to support the manufacture and launch phase. Now how we are going to launch, the amount of money is available in that case or not. Now this is about the things we are going to be performed. Now coming to the sixth one, manufacture, launch, plans, some specifications and other relevant documentation are transferred to manufacture for production. Now from these are given to the manufacturer for the purpose of production, or software products and updates are released to customers. Marketing and launch plans are finalized and activated. So marketing is performed, some launch plans are finalized, etc. Software products are released to customers electronically as updates or downloads. Now, if you are going to release the software products like operating systems or some set of browsers, some dates are there, they are releasing the products, like some updations are also performing. All the things are performed in this stage, some manufacturer or launching stage. This is now coming to the seventh and the last one here is improvement. Now, if you are going to develop any product, you have to specify how can improve this one. Now, if you developed any project, now in this way, our project is limited to in this area. Now we can improve this one for the different phases or different things, etc. The new product becomes part of the company's portfolio. Ongoing product management ensures the product is subject to continuous updates and improvement. Now, every product should be improved or continuous updations are performed every year or month or something. Here it is also CAPA processes are in place to feed into these actions. Some different processes we are using. By using those processes, we are continuously updating or continuously improving every product development process. Now this is about the first video in this design thinking subject. Now this is the first video in the unit 1. With this we are concluding this one.